Chudu. Particle is moving what? In the circular path. So when a particle is moving circular path, what is the force responsible for the particle to move in circular path with the centripetal force? Antena? When a particle is moving in a circular path, what is the force responsible for a particle to move in the circular path? Beta? Centripetal force. So centripetal force will be equal to how much for me? M into V square divided by your R. Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
Total energy, isn't it? So now I know the potential energy right now. So from this potential energy, I can calculate the force acting on the particle. From the work power energy, we have the force formula. F is equals to negative potential gradient du divided by dr. Indukani u is the function of your x. U is the function of your x. That is the reason. Differentiate the potential energy with respect to x or with respect to r. Anything. Clear, beta?
Yes, sir.
So this can also be written as minus of du divided by dx. So f value will be equal to minus of d. U value is equal to minus of k by 2 into your x square divided by your d into your x. Isn't it? So in this one, minus of your k by 2 is your out, and this will become for me differentiation of your x power minus 2 divided by dx. Right, Chetla?
Yes, sir.
Now differentiation of this one is how much better? You know this formula? Integral of x to the power of n into your dx. Sorry, differentiation. Y is equals to x to the power of your n. Dy by your dx is equals to how much?
Nx raised to
n
n
into
minus 1.
n into x to the power of your n minus 1. So in the place of y, I am having power of minus 2 divided by dx. That is equals to minus 2x minus 2 minus 1. So this will be equal to how much better? Minus of 2 into x power minus 3. Antena?
Yes, sir.
So force enta aindana? F is equals to minus minus plus అయిపోతుంది. So that will be equal to how much for me? K by over 2 into this one will be equal to your this will be 2 divided by x cube. This one will get cancelled, so it will be your k by your x cube.
Yes, sir.
Isn't it? What is the centripetal force beta formula? F is equals to m into v square divided by your r. That is equals to your k by your x cube. ఇక్కడ r వచ్చేసి x. So ఈ x నుంచి ఒకటి వెళ్ళిపోతే will be writing a square here. That means this will be equal to your mv square is equals to k by your x square. వచ్చిందా?
Yes, sir.
Tell me the formula for the total energy. Total energy is what beta? What is the formula for total energy? Total energy is equals to sum of your potential energy plus of your
kinetic energy.
Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
Got an idea how to do?
Yes,
Potential
sir.
energy ఎంత వచ్చిందన్న? What is the potential energy we got right now? Potential energy is equal to how much for me? Minus of, this is given value of the potential energy. Isn't it? So potential energy will be equal to, in the bracket if I am writing, minus of k by 2 into your x square. Isn't it? Plus kinetic energy will be equal to how much beta? Kinetic energy is equal to your half into m into your v square. So that will be equal to minus of 2 by your x square. So this will be equal to your plus half into m into v square. How much we got? K by x square. So it is a k by your x square.
Yes, sir.
Clear? So plus minus, it will be minus k by 2 into x square minus half of your k by your x square. ఎంత అవుతుంది? Zero.
Yes, sir.
So answer will be equal to how much? Zero. Got an idea how to do such type of questions?
Yes, sir.
So when some function is given, it is asking the total energy or energy. Total energy will be equal to sum of your potential energy plus of your kinetic energy. Got an idea? Any doubt in this one?
No, sir.
Chalo. Next question, Judo. For the next question you have sent it me. The length of the cylinder, then
Yes, sir.
The length of a cylinder is measured with a meter rod having a least count of 0.1 centimeter. Its diameter is measured with a vernier scale having 0.01 centimeter. Given that length is 5.0 centimeter and radius is 2 centimeter. The percentage error in the calculated value of the volume will be equal to how much? Percentage errors and this comes in which chapter, beta? Units and dimensions, first chapter. Okay. Length of the cylinder is measured with a meter scale of a rod having least count in the, what is the least count he has given for me? 0.1 centimeter. Its diameter is measured with a vernier scale having a least count of how much? 0.01 centimeter. Given length is 5.0 centimeter and radius 2 centimeter. The percentage error will be equal to how much?
No, sir.
Volume of the cylinder and the volume of the cylinder is V is equals to pi r square into your L.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
So question ఏముంది చూడు ఒకసారి నీ దగ్గర ఉన్న క్వశ్చన్ చదువు. You'll get an idea. క్వశ్చన్ ఉందా?
అవును సార్ ఉంది.
Length of the cylinder. అంటే ఇది cylinder is measured with the meter scale. Is measured with your meter scale having the least count. Then least count ఎంత ఉంది? 0.1 centimeter. Its diameter is measured with the vernier scale calipers. అదే క్వశ్చన్.
Yes, sir.
Length of the cylinder is measured with a meter scale of a rod having least count 0.1 centimeter. Its diameter measured with the vernier calipers. Diameter measured with the vernier calipers is 0.01 centimeter in length. Original length is given as 5.0 centimeter and original radius is given as of your 2.0 centimeter. The percentage error in the calculated value of the volume will be equal to how much? Okay. వాల్యూమ్ అడుగుతున్నాడు కాబట్టి వాల్యూమ్ ఫార్ములా ఏందన్నా? V is equals to pi r square into your L. ఫార్ములా గుర్తుందా?
Yes, sir.
Volume of the cylinder is how much for me? Pi r square into your L or H, whatever we are taking right now.
Yes, sir.
So volume will be equal to your pi. Radius in diameter రాయొచ్చా? Diameter is 2 times of radius. So r is equals to your d by 2 whole square into L. That means this will become for me pi into d square divided by 4 into your L. So this is the volume. Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
Now tell me percentage error, how do you calculate? So percentage error will be equal to how much? Delta V by V into your 100 is equals to pi constant. So if I'm writing the percentage error for this one, so it is 2 into your delta D divided by D into your 100 plus the next one is nothing but a height or length delta L by your L into your 100. Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
So that will be equal to your 2 into diameter ఎంత ఇచ్చాడు అన్న? 0.01 divided by original diameter ఎంత ఇచ్చాడు? That means this one 2 centimeters. Small value కాబట్టి రాసుకోవచ్చు. Into your 100 plus delta L ఎంత ఇచ్చాడు అన్న? అంటే least count. Delta L is given as of your 0.1 divided by original length is given as of your 5 into your 100. Now just simplify it better. So this 2 will get cancelled. So 0.01 into 100 is how much better?
1.
1 plus 0.1 divided by 5 into 10. So this one is 5 ones are 5 twos are 10. So this will be equal to how much for me? 2. That means this will be equal to your 3%.
Yes, sir.
उसको मनासारी मना doubt until let me know. Good question only. ఇలాంటి రెగ్యులర్ వస్తుంటాయి నా.
Yes, sir.
Clear, beta? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, next question ఏముంది నాన్న? What is the next question? In standing wave, distance between two successive antinodes is 15 centimeters. Okay. Antinodes అంటే నాన్న ఇది వేవ్, ఇది ఒక వేవ్, అవునా?
Yes, sir.
This one is known as what? Node. This one is
Yes.
known as
Antinode.
antinode. This one is known as node. So this one is one and this one is node. అంటే one wave అంటే ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఇక్కడ వరకు distance. This is your wavelength. That is nothing but of your length of the wave. So length of the wave will be equal to how much for me? Lambda. Okay na?
Yes, sir.
ఈ నోడ్ మధ్యలో డిస్టెన్స్ అంతే, దాని హాఫ్ ఎంత? లాంబ్డా బై 2. అవునా? దీని హాఫ్ నోడ్ అండ్ యాంటీ నోడ్ మధ్యలో డిస్టెన్స్ అంటే లాంబ్డా బై 2 యొక్క హాఫ్ లాంబ్డా బై 4.
Yes, sir.
What is in the given in the problem is in a standing wave distance between two successive antinodes అంటే ఇట్లా తీసుకోవచ్చు. ఇదో యాంటీనోడ్ ఇదో యాంటీనోడ్. యాంటీనోడ్ అంటే వేవ్ లెంత్ కదా లాంబ్డా.
Yes, sir.
అది ఎంత చూడ మనకు 15 centimeters. Is asking the distance covered by it in 4 waves will be equal to how much? Is any waves? 1, is 2, then next one is nothing but is 3, isn't it? The next one is, it is known as of your 4, isn't? This is the wavelength. So he's asking the distance covered by the 4 waves will be equal to how much? And this distance will be equal to 4 times of lambda.
Yes, sir.
So it is 4 into 15.
60.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
Meters into meters, centimeters into centimeters. Okay?
Yes, sir.
A coil has 1000 turns. మన దగ్గర ఒక కాయిల్ ఉంది. ఈ కాయిల్ ఎన్ని టర్న్స్ ఉన్నాయి బేటా? నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ టర్న్స్ is equals to your 1000 turns. And area is given as of your 500 centimeters square as its area. The plane of the coil is being placed right angles to the magnetic field. So magnetic field is 2 into 10 to the power of -5 Weber per your meter square. The coil is rotated through what? The coil is rotated through 180 degrees. Okay, theta is equals to 180 degrees. In t is equals to 0.2 seconds. Find the average EMF induced in the coil. EMF is equals to how much? EMF formula gurtunda? EMI chapter lo vastundi. E is equals to minus of d phi divided by dt. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Minus of d phi and this will be equal to how much? Minus indicates only direction. So if I'm taking the magnitude of this one, so this will be equal to mod of E is equals to your 5 flux minus 5 1 and divided by your dt. So how do you calculate the flux? Flux is equals to your B dot into your A. Okay, that means the flux is equals to BA into your cos theta. Antena?
Yes, sir.
Now initially what is the problem he has told me? A coil has 1000 turns and 500 centimeters square its area. The plane of the coil is placed right angles to the magnetic field. Ante? This is a plane. ఈ మొత్తం ప్లేన్ అవుట్వర్డ్ ను చూస్తున్నా చూడు, ఇది మొత్తాన్ని ప్లేన్ అంటున్నాం. దిస్ వన్ ఈస్ ప్లేస్డ్ పర్పెండిక్యులర్ టు ది మ్యాగ్నెటిక్ ఫీల్డ్. పర్పెండిక్యులర్ టు ది మ్యాగ్నెటిక్ ఫీల్డ్ అంటే పర్పెండిక్యులర్ టు ది మ్యాగ్నెటిక్ ఫీల్డ్ అంటే B బార్ ఇట్లా ఉంటుంది. ఏరియా ఆఫ్ దిస్ కాయిల్ ఈస్ ఇన్ ద అవుట్వర్డ్ డైరెక్షన్.
Yes, sir.
సో రెండింటి మధ్యలో యాంగిల్ ఎంత? 90 degrees. అంతేనా?
Yes, sir.
చూడు. What we got any idea right now? See,
Yes, sir. Understood.
okay na?
Yes, sir.
So what is an angle between them? Plane is being kept right now. This is the plane. అంటే దాని ఏరియా ఎట్లా అవుతుంది అన్న? ద ఏరియా విల్ బి ఇన్ ద డైరెక్షన్ ఆఫ్ మ్యాగ్నెటిక్ ఫీల్డ్.
Yes, sir.
అంతేనా?
Yes, sir.
ఇనిషియల్ ఫ్లక్స్ ఎంత అవుతుంది అప్పుడు? θ1 is equals to 0 degrees, θ2 is equals to 180 degrees. అంటే ఇనిషియల్ ఫ్లక్స్ విల్ బి ఈక్వల్ టు BA into your cos of your 0 degrees. So that will be equal to BA. The next one, final flux will be equal to BA into your cos of 180 degrees. Cos 180 is how much beta? Minus of BA. So if I write here right now, minus BA of BA divided by time. In how much time? 0.2 seconds. So that means 2 BA, number of turns is equal to N divided by 0.2. That will be equal to 2 into magnetic field and 2 into 10 to the power of minus 5 into area is 500 into 10 to the power of minus 2. Number of turns is 1000. Number of turns is 1000 divided by time. Divided by time, that is 0.2. Antena?
Yes, sir.
So ఏమేం పోతుందన్న? 0.2 అంటే this is 2 and this one is also 2. 0.1 అంటే పైన ఇక్కడ వెళ్ళిపోతుంది. సో దట్ విల్ బి ఈక్వల్ టు 10 పవర్ మైనస్ 3 అనుకుందాం ఇక్కడ, అంతే కదా? 0.2 అంటే 2/10, 10 పైకి వెళ్ళిపోయింది. సో ఇట్ ఈస్ 2 into 10 to the power of minus 5 into 5 into 10 to the power of 2 into 10 to the power of minus 2 into 10 to the power of 3 into 10. 1/10 అంటే 10 పవర్ మైనస్ 1, అంతేనా?
Yes, sir.
క్యాన్సిల్ అవుతుందా? 10 to the power of minus 3 minus 1 అంటే ఇది వెళ్ళిపోయింది, అవునా? 2 5s are 10, 2
Yes,
5s
sir.
are 10, this one 2 5s are 10. So it is 10 into 10 to the power of minus 5 into 10 to the power of 2. అంటే ఇది మొత్తం రెండు ఎంత? 10 to the power of 3 into 10 to the power of minus 5 అంటే ఎంత? ఎంత వస్తుందండి?
10 to the power of minus 2.
10 to the power of
Minus 2.
minus 2 volts. This will be the answer. అంతే ఇచ్చాడా? ఆప్షన్స్ ఏంటి ఇచ్చాడు అన్న?
Integer type, sir.
ఇంటీజర్ టైప్ అంటే 10 to the power of minus 2ని నేను ఇంకా ఎలా రాసుకోవచ్చు నాన్న? 10 into 10 to the power of minus 3 అని రాసుకోవచ్చా?
Sir, millivolts అడిగారు కదా, అవును.
So this will be your 10 millivolts అని రాసుకోవచ్చు, అంతే కదా?
Yes, sir.
So the answer will be equal to 10.
Yes.
What an idea?
Yes, sir.
అన్ని ఫార్ములా బేస్డ్ ఉండే చిన్న చిన్న క్వశ్చన్స్. నీకు ఫార్ములా క్లారిటీ ఉంటే మాక్సిమం చేయొచ్చు క్వశ్చన్స్. నువ్వు ఫార్ములాస్ పైన కాన్సన్ట్రేట్ చేయను అన్న.
Yes, sir.
ఓకే.
Yes, sir.
ఇంకోటి ఏదో పంపించారు. A particle of mass m1 is kept at x1 is at x is equals to 0. Just let me check this. Yeah. A particle of mass m1 is kept at x is equals to 0. Okay, I'll take this one. Here this one is x is equals to 0. We are keeping a particle of mass of your m1. Another of mass m2 at a distance of d. Okay, at a distance of x is equals to d. We are keeping another particle of mass of your m2. When a third particle is kept at a distance of d by 4, that is రెండిటి మధ్యలో somewhere here, అన్నా కదా? At x is equals to d by 4, it experiences a net gravitational force due to the two particles. Then m2 by m1 is equals to how much? Here we are taking another charge particle, ante kada? Another particle, when a third particle is been kept, that means this is m3. This distance is how much? D by 4. It experiences no gravitational force, and f net will be equal to how much beta? 0.
Yes, sir.
ముందు ఈ రెండింటి మధ్యలో ఫోర్స్, దాని తర్వాత ఈ రెండింటి మధ్యలో ఫోర్స్, రెండింటిని ఈక్వేట్ చేసుకో. నెట్ గ్రావిటేషనల్ ఫోర్స్ బిట్వీన్ దెమ్ ఇస్ 0. సో ఫోర్స్ బిట్వీన్ యువర్ m1 and m3, that is g into m1 m3 divided by distance between them is d by 4 whole square. దాని తర్వాత ఫోర్స్ బిట్వీన్ యువర్ m3 and m2, that will be equal to your G into your M3 into your M2 divided by either distance. This one is how much for me?
D square by 16.
D by 4. And enta?
3D by 4.
3D by 4. So this will be your 3D by 4 whole square. Net force is asking, he is asking to take 0. F net means force due to M1, M3 plus force due to your M3, M2. This total is equals to 0 అంటున్నాడు. ఇది మొత్తం 0 అనుకుంటే I can equate them. Force of your M1, M3 will be equal to minus of your force of your M3, M2. అంతే కదా? So it is G M1, M3 divided by D square into your 4 square. 4 square means 16. That is equals to your G into your M3, M2 into your D square is nothing but 16 and divided by 3 3s are 9 into your D square. Anything is getting cancelled, beta? Capital G will get cancelled, M3 will get cancelled, 16 will get cancelled, D square will get cancelled. So he's asking the ratio of M1 by your M2. M1 divided by your M2. M1 divided by your M2. 1 by 9. Antena?
Yes, sir.
Again, not a problem. Ratio of what? M2 by M1. Okay. So M2 by your M1 means it will be 9:1.
Yes, sir.
Got an idea?
Yes, sir.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
ఇంకేమైనా ఉన్నాయా పంపించి ఉంటే?
లేదు సార్ అంతే.
నువ్వు ఇక్కడ నుంచి రోజు గ్రాండ్ టెస్ట్ రాసుకున్నా మనం డిస్కస్ చేసుకుందాం. కావాలంటే నేను ఫిజిక్స్ గ్రాండ్ టెస్ట్ పంపిస్తాను. రోజు ఫార్ములాస్ కూడా రివిజన్ అయిపోయినట్లు ఉంటుంది. ఫార్ములా బుక్లెట్ ఉందా నీ దగ్గర ఏమన్నా?
లేదు సార్.
Okay, I'll send you one formula booklet. You try to complete all that formula from that one. Okay?
Yes, sir.
I'll also send you the short notes daily. ముందు ఎక్స్పెక్టెడ్ స్కోరింగ్ టాపిక్స్ చేసేసుకొని విల్ ట్రై టు గో ఫర్ ద నెక్స్ట్ వన్. ఈరోజు డేట్ ఎంత? 20, టుడేస్ 30. ఇంకా 10 days. ఎగ్జామ్ ఎప్పుడు ఉంది? డేట్ వచ్చిందని ఇది 20కే ఉందా? ఫస్ట్ డేనే ఉందా? డేట్ రాలేదు ఇంకా?
రాలేదు సార్.
రాలేదు. కరెంట్ ఎలక్ట్రిసిటీ ఎక్కడ వరకు అయింది అన్న మంది?
ఏంటి సార్?
కరెంట్ ఎలక్ట్రిసిటీ ఎక్కడ వరకు అయింది?
ఇది మీటర్ బ్రిడ్జ్ చేయాలి ఈరోజు. విడ్ స్టోన్ బ్రిడ్జ్ వరకు అయింది.
విడ్ స్టోన్ బ్రిడ్జ్ అయిపోయింది కదా?
ఎస్ సార్.
కరెంట్ ఎలక్ట్రిసిటీ చదివామన్నా? ఏమన్నా క్వశ్చన్స్ వచ్చాయా నిన్న కరెంట్ ఎలక్ట్రిసిటీలో?
లేదు సార్, ఎక్కువ ఏం రాలే.
కరెంట్ ఎలక్ట్రిసిటీలో 3 క్వశ్చన్స్ రావాలరా 80% లోనా?
అవును.
ఫైనల్లో మనకు 3 క్వశ్చన్స్ పడతాయి జనరల్గా అయితే.
అవును సార్.
ఓకే చలో నెక్స్ట్ చూద్దాం. meter bridge. Again, an instrument used to measure the unknown distance better, but it is somewhat more, so what do you call that one, effective compared to your Wheatstone bridge. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So formula gurtunda meter bridge la, it is used for what beta? Used to find unknown resistance. Used to find the unknown resistance. Meter bridge rough diagram will be something like this. This will be some L-shaped structure here, and in middle there will be a wire connected to this one. Okay, and there will be one resistance here right now, and there will be one box here right now, resistance box. This one is known as of your left gap, this one is known as of your right gap. Okay, and here there is your galvanometer to which a jockey has been connected like this. Okay, a length L1 అయితే total length will be 100 minus L1. Okay na?
Yes, sir.
Isn't it? If L1 is equal to L, this will be equal to 100 minus of your L. So 4 parts la connect అయిపోయింది right now. So if L is your balance length beta ikkada, if L is balanced length ante reading in the galvanometer is becoming for me 0. That means current through the galvanometer is 0, and capital R is known resistance. Capital R is your known resistance. Okay, then unknown resistance is calculated by unknown resistance is, say for example, S, isn't it? So S will be equal to your R into your, this will be your 100 minus L divided by L. So this will be the formula. Clear beta?
Yes, sir.
So unknown resistance formula indana, S is equals to your R into your 100 minus L divided by L. R is known resistance, S is your unknown resistance. Okay na?
Yes, sir.
So actually there are some S by R is equals to 100 minus L divided by L. అంటే unknown resistance ఎక్కడ పెట్టాలి? Wheatstone bridge లో కాలు మధ్యలో resistance if it is becoming 0 then it is balanced కదా.
Yes,
P
sir.
by Q is equals to R by S. అవునా?
Yes, sir.
So right now R ఎక్కడ ఉండాలా, unknown resistance ఎక్కడ ఉండాలా? ఇది ఇట్లా ఏం పోయిందా somewhat like this. Isn't it? ఇది వచ్చేసి X అనుకుందాం, ఇది వచ్చేసి R అనుకుందాం, ఇది is balancing length L. It will be your 100 minus L.
Yes, sir.
అంటే this X is nothing but of your S. అవునా?
Yes, sir.
So S by R will be equal to how much beta? S by R is equals to your L by your 100 minus L. And this one I should take it as of your R, and this should be your unknown resistance X. This X is equals to how much for me your S? అవునా కదా? అంటే R by L is equals to your S by your 100 minus L. So unknown resistance will be equal to how much for me beta? S is equals to your R into your 100 minus L divided by your L. Okay na?
Yes, sir.
Sure. So what is a meter bridge? Meter bridge is an instrument which is used to measure the unknown resistance. Adhe vidhanga one more last instrument in this one and very important, that is potentiometer. చదివావా ఇంటర్ board ki?
అవును sir.
Potentiometer. What is a potentiometer beta? It is also a device which is used to measure EMF of your cells.
Yes, sir.
Isn't it? So I can say this one is your ideal device for finding EMF of your cells. EMF of your cells, then internal resistance of cells, etc. Okay, then circuit diagram చూడు, ఇది వచ్చేసి ఒక సెల్ పైన అండ్ కింద వచ్చేసి మనకు పొటెంటియోమీటర్ వైర్ సమ్ రెసిస్టెన్స్ ఉంటుంది దీనికి. సో రెసిస్టెన్స్ ఆఫ్ దిస్ వన్ ఇస్ సంథింగ్ అండ్ బ్యాలెన్సింగ్ లెంత్ ఒకవేళ ఎల్ అయితే రిమైనింగ్ లెంత్ విల్ బి 100 minus L. దీని EMF వచ్చేసి ఇక్కడ E, and down we are connecting an source like this, and there is a galvanometer connected to this one, and this is your jockey. Okay, and resistance of this wire is, say for example, R0. R0 is nothing but what? Resistance of potentiometer wire. Potentiometer wire. ఈ వైర్ అయితే రేషం, ఇది ఈ వైర్ ఉంది కదా, ఇది this wire is right now for me potentiometer wire. Okay na?
Yes, sir.
సో ఇక్కడ ఈ మధ్యల పాయింట్ నుంచి ఇక్కడ వరకు అయితే బ్యాలెన్స్ అయిందో దిస్ ఇస్ యువర్ లెంత్ ఎల్. టోటల్ 100 అయితే రిమైనింగ్ ఇస్ 100 minus ఎల్. దెన్ ఈఎంఎఫ్ ఇక్కడ నేను తీసుకుంటున్నాను స్మాల్ ఏ. ఓకేనా? సో
Yes,
ఈ
sir.
known as of your EMF of cell. So it is used for what beta? Calculating the EMF of the cell and internal resistance of the cell. So EMF రాయంగానే ఏమైపోతుంది మనకి ఇప్పుడు చూడు ఇక్కడ EMF of the cell E is equals to Capital E is your actual EMF beta. This is known as of your primary circuit. What circuit? Primary circuit. And this one is known as of your secondary circuit. So primary circuit EMF is how much for me? E. Secondary circuit EMF in the small e. So small e calculate you will be using the formula E is equals to your E by your capital E is equals to your L divided by your L naught. And that means EMF of the unknown cell will be equal to your E into your L divided by L naught. What is L and L naught beta? Can anyone tell me? E is known as what? EMF of the primary circuit. L is your balancing length. L naught is your actual length of the wire.
Yes, sir.
Isn't it? So length of the potentiometer wire. L is your balancing length. Okay, now? Next one. Internal resistance. How do you calculate internal resistance? Small r is equals to your capital R into your L1 minus of L2 divided by L2. Okay,
yes,
na?
sir.
అంటే L1 అంటే ఏంది? ఇది L1 balancing length. ఇది L1 అయితే this one is your L2 100 minus L. So unknown resistance is being calculated. Our EMF of the internal resistance of the cell is being calculated with the formula small r is equals to capital R into your L1 minus L2 divided by L2. L1 is the balancing length, L2 is the remaining length. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt in this one?
Yes, sir.
Still అర్థమైందా?
Yes, sir.
Connection. క్లాస్ లో నడుస్తుందన్న అక్కడ
Sorry, sir.
what is going on in the lancet?
Atom nuclear.
Okay, fine. Next heading to the ammeter. So what is an ammeter beta? Instrument which is used to measure what? Small current,
Current.
isn't it? Instrument which is used to measure your current. So what you'll do in this one is basic setup. For a given galvanometer, we connect a small resistance in your parallel combination. This resistance which is connected in parallel combination is called as of what? Shunt. Then,
Yes, sir.
so the current which is going from this one is I. At this junction, it gets divides into two parts. This is your current through galvanometer, and this is the current through the shunt. The total current will be equal to your Ig plus of your Is. These two are in parallel combination. So potential across your galvanometer will be equal to potential across your shunt. Potential across the galvanometer means Ig into capital G will be equal to your Is into your S. Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
Now these two are in which combination beta? Parallel combination kabatti effective resistance will be equal to how much for me? R effective will be equal to parallel kabatti 1 by G plus 1 by S. That means R effective will be equal to your G into S divided by G plus S. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now if I need the value of your Ig, now from this one, can I get the value of your Is beta? Is ఎలా రాయొచ్చు చెప్పు? ఈ ఈక్వేషన్ నుంచి I plus Ig plus I is equals to Ig plus Is. So Is will be equal to how much?
Ig G by S.
ఇది నాన్న ఇక్కడ I plus Ig plus Is. This is the total current kada. I is equals to Ig plus Is.
I minus Ig.
Is will be equal to how much?
I minus Ig.
I minus of your Ig. అదే విధంగా Ig కావాలనుకుంటే
I minus Is.
I minus Is. So Is value is I minus of your Ig, and Ig value will be equal to your I minus of your Is. Now if I need the current through galvanometer, Ig into capital G is equals Is value substitute chesko, I minus of Ig into your S. So this will be equal to your Ig into capital G is equals to I into your S minus of Ig into your S. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now all Ig terms you take on one side, beta. So this will be your Ig into your G plus of your Ig into your S will be equal to your I into your S. So here Ig will be common and this will be your G plus S. If that will be equal to your I into your S. That means current through the galvanometer will be equal to how much, beta? Total current I into shunt resistance divided by G plus S. Vachinda?
Yes, sir.
Ade vidhanga, if I need the current through the IS, that means I can write this one as of your Ig value will be equal to how much for me, beta? I minus of your Is is equals to your Is into your S. Ona?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, this is G. G into Ig. So it is I into your G minus Is into your G is equals to your Is into your S. All Is terms you take on one side, beta. So it is Is into your S plus of your Is into your G. That means current through the shunt into your, this one is S plus of your G. This one is I into G. That means current through the shunt will be equal to your I into capital G divided by your G plus S.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so what is an idea? Whenever a galvanometer is to be ammeter is to be connected into converted into an ammeter, so that one should always be connected in which combination, better? Series combination. To measure the current, we connect always the ammeter in which combination, better? Series combination. ఇది మొత్తం అమ్మీటర్ అవుతుందన్న. ఈ మొత్తం ఇన్స్ట్రుమెంట్ ఏమంటాం మనము? అమ్మీటర్. అవునా?
Yes, sir.
Ammeter is always connected in which combination? Series combination to the circuit. But to convert a galvanometer into ammeter, we connect a small resistance in parallel. You need to remember that one, beta. So how do you convert a galvanometer into ammeter? Means by connecting a small resistance in parallel. And how do you connect a total ammeter in the circuit? Means you should always connect it in the series combination. If you connect the ammeter in parallel, it will not work.
Yes, sir.
Okay, na? Ade vidhanga voltmeter. Next one is about your voltmeter. How do you connect this voltmeter, beta? Voltmeter is nothing but instrument which is used to measure what? Potential difference. And should always be connected in which combination, beta? Parallel combination. Connected in parallel to circuit. Okay, now?
Yes, sir.
Now, how do you convert a galvanometer into ammeter? So to that one, what we are doing is, for this galvanometer, we are connecting a very high resistance in the series combination. Okay, now? So current passing through galvanometer is Ig, and the resistance is nothing but equal to your R, isn't it? So to convert this one into, that means to convert a galvanometer into voltmeter, what are you doing? Connect a very high resistance in which combination, beta? Series combination. Antena?
Yes, sir.
చూడు ఇది galvanometer నాన్న. ఈ galvanometer ని మనము voltmeter లో కన్వర్ట్ చేయాలంటే we are connecting a very high resistance in series. Okay, so this is a terminal B, this is a terminal A. So total current is in the series combination kabatti I can write here V is equals to your Ig into your R effective. That means R plus G.
Yes, sir.
So potential can be calculated like this. Now if I need the value of your Ig, so what I can write, V is equals to your Ig into your R plus of your Ig into your G. Depending upon it, if I need the value of your Ig, I can even write this one as of your V by your Ig is equals to your Ig is equals to your R plus of your G. It is asking what is the resistance which is connected in series and the R value. If you ask me in the problem that what is that high resistance which has been connected in the series with the galvanometer, means capital R. Capital R will be equal to how much?
V divided by Ig minus G.
V by Ig minus of your capital G. Antena?
Yes, sir.
These are the relations you need to remember for converting a galvanometer into a voltmeter and a galvanometer into your ammeter. Sir, go through ammeter. You run to any doubt until please let me know. Ammeter చూడొచ్చు.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Clear beta?
Yes, sir.
You probably don't know first one. The potential difference VA minus VB between the points A and B in the figure will be equal to how much? This is a given circuit. Point A, point B. దాని మధ్యలో ఒక రెసిస్టెన్స్ ఉంది 2 ohms, మధ్యలో సెల్ ఉంది 3 volt, మళ్ళీ one more resistance 1 ohm. Current passing is 2 amperes. Is asking to calculate the VA minus VB. Apply the KVL rule beta. You're passing from VA. So here it is VA. In the same direction of current, I'm taking negative. So I into R. I value enter 2. Resistance enter 2 ohms law. So 2 into 2. I'm positive to negative. Where I'm ending that I'm taking as the sign convention. So it is minus 3. Again moving in the same direction. Current is how much here right now? E 2 ampere. So E 2 ampere into then resistance is 1. So that will be equal to VB. So it is VA minus 4 minus 3 minus 2 is VB. So VA minus VB is equals to 9 volts. Choose for sir.
Yes, sir.
Direct application.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sure. See this question. A set of n equal resistors. How much? A set of your n equal resistors of value capital R each are being connected in series to a battery of EMF E. An internal resistance is given as of your capital R. How many equal resistance beta? N equal resistance each of value how much for me? Capital R are connected in series to a battery of EMF capital E. And internal resistance here he has given me instead of smaller capital R. The current drawn is I. Now the N resistors are connected in parallel to the same battery. The current draws from the battery becomes 10 times of I. The value of N is asking. Question అర్థమైందా? Series లో ఉన్నప్పుడు it is measuring how much current beta? I. Away resistors ganaka manamu, if you are connecting in the parallel combination, now the value of the current through the battery is becoming 10 times of I. Is asking find the value of your N.
Yes, sir.
So this is a series combination first one. Here it is R, here it is R, here it is like that n number of resistors. And internal resistance of the battery is also R. So I is equals to total EMF by total resistance. Total EMF is how much for me? E. Total resistance is how much for me? R plus NR. Avuna?
Yes,
So
sir.
parallel combination R like that how many NR. So current is how much for me? 10I. That is equals to E divided by R plus R by N. అంతే కదా ప్యారల్ కాంబినేషన్ లో ఎన్ని నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ రెసిస్టెన్స్ అండ్ ప్యారల్ అంటే ఆర్ ఎఫెక్టివ్ లో రాస్తాను నన్ను R/N.
Yes, sir.
ఇంటర్నల్ రెసిస్టెన్స్ ఎంత దీనిది క్యాపిటల్ R. So this 10I is equals to E by capital R plus small r. Now divide both of them beta. So if 1 and 2 need divide చేసుకోండి. So divide the second equation by your first equation. So it will be equal to your 10 by I gets cancelled. So it is n plus 1 into R divided by 1 plus 1 by n plus 1 into R. So simplify చేసుకుంటే we'll be getting the value of your n. n value ఎంత వస్తుంది 10. ఓకేనా?
Yes, sir.
సో అలాంటివి ఇంకా కొన్ని క్వశ్చన్స్ ఉన్నాయి, ఇవి నేను ఈరోజు పంపిస్తాను, ఇవి కంప్లీట్ చేసుకో సార్. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what you do is today you try to complete the current electricity all the formulas and try to see that last year how was the questions in the current electricity. అదే నీది ఈ రోజు పని మొత్తం ఏం చేసుకోవాలి నువ్వు, you need to complete all the current electricity questions.
Yes, sir.
ఓకేనా?
Yes, sir.
ఓకే చలో, టేక్ కేర్ బేటా. ఒకవేళ మధ్యాహ్నం లేకపోతే ఏమైనా టైం అయితే విల్ ట్రై టు డిస్కస్ వన్ క్వశ్చన్ పేపర్. టైం ఉంటే నేను చెప్తాను నీకు. మధ్యాహ్నం లంచ్ ఎప్పుడు పోతున్నావు?
ఒక్క నిమిషం చెప్పండి.